If your business isn't currently in the position you want, today I'm going to tell you how to fix your business if you feel like your business is broken. And that is okay, because I've been there, and there's only 4 processes you need to look through in terms of the solutions of how you solve this. Before we begin, my name is Charlie Johnson. I've sold over $15 million of programs online, and we've helped over 500 trainers scale their business. In our fitness business, we've helped over 8,000 people transform their lives, which is where I learned a lot of these systems and skills. Now, if we break this down, if your business is broken, the first thing you need to look at is the data. Where is the bottleneck in the process? Where is the problem? So is it you don't have enough leads coming through? Is you not closing enough calls? Is you don't have enough revenue? Is your churn rate is too high? And ultimately, there's only 4 things that can be causing these problems. I call it the 4 Ps. People, the prices in business, the product, and the process. So we take these one by one. Firstly, if we look at the people. People is the most difficult part of a business to scale. Why? Because they're emotional creatures. And this is why you actually learning the skills of how to hire, lead, and train people is the number 1 superpower, because that's how you can basically multiply yourself into others. Now, what often happens is you might hire someone at the beginning of business, and maybe you're making 20K a month, and then you get to 50 to 60K a month, and you try and promote them above their current skill set or to a job they don't even want. I see this happen a lot. I've made this mistake a lot. This is essentially where you put someone in the wrong seat. So if someone's not performing in their business, and you've maybe pushed them beyond their skill set and what they actually want to do, this is going to be the problem. It doesn't mean necessarily they're bad, that maybe they're not the right person for the right job. So this is something you need to look at. The second thing is going to be the standards in the team. Now, the standards of the team come from the top down. You can't ask anyone to do something in your business who hasn't done the thing you've done. So if you're not willing to do the work yourself, then the standards in business are going to drop down and go. If you want to keep the standards high, the most important thing you need to do is lead from the front and lead by example. If you look at great generals in history, you look at someone like Napoleon Bonaparte, what did he do? He was at the front line. He's with his soldiers. He was there leading by example, leading the charge. And this is how you increase the standards in the business, by being able to actually do all of the areas in the business, whether it's phone setting, whether it's sales, whether it's creating content, tech stuff. If you can do that, you can maintain high standards and also call people on their BS. Next thing we'll talk about is hiring. So where do you find great quality staff, and how do we get the right people into your business? The most important thing when it comes to hiring is actually hiring slow and not rushing it. So one of the big mistakes I've made, and I see people make over and over again, is they rush the process of hiring. You want to find the right person, because if you put the wrong person in your business, it can set you back 6 months. And do you know what the most dangerous thing is in your business? Not an empty job position. It's someone who's okay and they get by, but the problem is, it's not actually that they're okay, it's the fact that someone who's a rock star could replace them, and maybe if they're a call setter, book 3 times as many calls. Or if they're a phone closer, maybe they could close at 10% higher. This is what happens with monumental change, and this is how your business can change very quickly. If your business is broken, this is often an area in sales processes where a lot of people are struggling, and this also comes down to the pricing sometimes. If your price point is too low, it's then going to be very difficult to be profitable and also get the right people into the business to be able to pay them well. Because the saying, if you pay peanuts, you get monkeys, is very true, which is why if you look at, say, online fitness coaches or anyone who uses call setters, I would not recommend getting cheap VAs for $5 an hour from Pakistan and the Philippines. I've done that. I've probably hired 50 plus. We've now got rid of all of them, because we want higher standards and better quality people and have a better business. If you want a crappy business, that's what you have. And if you want a bargain bucket business, that's what you're going to get if you pay cheap staff. The next thing we talk about pay is actually overcompensating, overpaying employees. So you want to pay people in your business for performance. So as your business goes up like that, if they get paid accordingly, what do you think they're going to do? Work harder. If they get paid really well anyway, what do you think they can do? Probably coast. An example, I spoke to one of our clients yesterday who has a call setter who earns $1,800 a month, and she lives in the Philippines. The average salary in the Philippines is around $300, $400 a month. So she's balling. She's only like 4 times the amount like a normal person is. So do you think she's going to try that hard? Probably not. So one of the best things you can do from a pay perspective, if you're hiring internationally, is Google, for example, what's the average salary in South Africa, in Cape Town? What's the average salary in Ireland? What's the average salary in Romania? Have a look, and that will give you a good context in terms of how much you really need to pay that person. And if we jump over to price, You want to be focusing on high ticket, particularly in the fitness space. One of the dumbest things I see happen all the time, and I can say this because I started my business doing it, because I had some really bad advice from the beginning from the mentor, was doing low ticket programs. Unless you have millions and millions of followers and tons of traffic, you should not do low ticket. I still think you should do high ticket anyway because you'd make more. You want to do high ticket coaching because you don't have that much traffic, but you can also easier to scale and make, more importantly, profit if you sell a higher price point. So high ticket, in my opinion, if you're in the fitness niche, is anything from $1,000 upwards or £1,000 per program. That's a good starting point. The best price point, I think, in my opinion, for a fitness offer is something like 2K for 6 months, 3K for 12 months. Why do I like that price point? £2,000 for 6 months sounds good. £3,000 for a year sounds very attractive. Sounds like the second half of the year is 50% off. And what we want to try and do is push people into buying the longer term programs so you increase your customer value. One of the biggest myths people say is you want to get people onto what's called MRR, to use a terrible handwriting, monthly recurring revenue, where people pay monthly. If they pay monthly, their commitment is monthly, they will get worse results, and they'll also be more likely to drop off and churn. The goal is to get as much money into the business as quickly as you can. So then you basically have a flywheel effect where you can keep investing it back in to get more traffic, get more people to come through. Now, when you're doing high ticket, what happens is your LTV will go up. So that's the lifetime value of a customer, how much each individual person is worth. Now, if your business isn't working right now, this is one of the main issues. Your LTV isn't high enough. Because let's say you're running paid ads. Another number you need to know is what's called your CAC, so cost of acquisition. You can't scale paid ads if your cost of acquisition is more than your LTV. You will lose money. But if you're, say, for example, you make £2,000 per client on average, and it costs you £500 to acquire a customer, you're 4xing your money every time someone signs up. So you could scale that. You then no longer have an issue with your business where it's not profitable and it's not scalable. So this is a really important relationship to understand that. To work out your LTV, a lot of your payment processors will actually have that calculation on there. So I would have a look at that. If you're using something like Stripe, it will show it for you. If we jump over to product, it's in terms of your program and service. What most people don't understand is the silent killer is churn. And churn is the percentage of clients you're having drop off every single month. Now, there's some frightening math when you actually use a system we built to work out where your business is going to plateau and hit what's called a growth ceiling. The growth ceiling is essentially where your business will grow to based upon your current numbers in terms of clients you sign up and the attrition rate. If you want access to the growth calculator, it will show you the exact point where your business will stall. DM me growth calculator at Charlie Johnson Fitness on Instagram, and I'll send it over to you for free. And you can adjust the numbers on there in terms of your churn rate, say from 12%, 10%, 8%, to see where your business will grow to. And that's you changing nothing on the back end. But this is why this is so important to track. And when you see those metrics, you will see that's the real problem you need to solve. Next up in product, if your product is not great, and try not to swear, not optimal, and you're not getting results, this is huge. If you have a fitness business, everyone who gets in great shape is a walking advertisement for you. What sells fitness programs better than anything else? Before and after transformations, right? If you get someone in great shape and you post that online and someone sees someone similar to them, like, he did it, he's like me, well then I can do it too. So this is a huge thing you have to have nailed down. And if that's not working, either you lack the skill set, your processes aren't in the right place, which we can come into, or your team aren't being managed to a high enough standard to get the client results. Now, when the results are good, you get the multiplier effect, which is referrals. Referrals are the easiest clients to deal with. I'm sure you've been referred into a lot of programs before. Our majority of our clients actually in 7-figure scaling systems come from referrals because we get such good client results. Like in the last 3 months, I think we've had 5-6 clients hit their first $100,000 months, maybe 30 hit their first 10, 15K months, which is wild. So we get a lot of referrals come to us. And that's how our business grows, because we get one client, they refer us two, and it's like a domino effect. So if your results are poor, you don't get the referrals, and you're cutting the lifeblood off to your business. Now, why referrals are even better, there's no cost of acquisition. There's no ads, they're easy to sell, they're in. So you have to fix the product if this isn't working. And if you're not getting referrals, this is a sign, and you're not getting results, and the churn is high, This is going to be your red flag of the thing you probably need to fix before you look at anything else. But it's probably heavily linked to the people. And then what we'll talk about next is the process. So processes in a business are one of the most critical things. Now, it's easier than ever in 2025 to have your business streamlined. We have AI, you can create content on rapid speed as long as you have the skill set of how to do that. And if you want a copy of our AI chat script in terms of actually how to build, for example, viral reels, if you just message me on Instagram, AI script, I'll send you over the exact script we use to create viral content, IG at Charlie Johnson Fitness. The second thing you want to be doing is automating as much as you can. So you want the client onboarding process to be completely seamless. The only thing I would do with, which is manual, is what's called BAMFAM, which is book a meeting from a meeting. Now, essentially, when you're on the sales call and someone signed up, you then book them in with their coach for their onboarding call on that call. The reason you do that, there's no gap and they know exactly who they're speaking to, when, and who their next point of contact is. And this is a really easy way to actually fix churn by having better processes. Now, lastly, when it comes to processes in a business, one of the big bottlenecks is you, who's watching this right now. And this is where you need the ADE formula. And that stands for automate, delegate, eliminate. Look at all the tasks you do every single day. Can they be automated? Does it have to be you? Can it be given to someone else? This video is not AI, this is actually me, so I can't delegate this yet. Can it be eliminated? So if we look at delegation, I will film this video. I came up with the idea of the content of what I want to do in this video. I won't upload it, I won't edit it, I won't do anything else after this. So that's delegate, right? Eliminate. What should you not be doing? You should not be doing your admin. You should not be, if you're making more than 10K a month, you should not be cleaning your house. You should not be cutting your grass. Be efficient with your time, because when you have time, you can fix the problems in your business. And if your business isn't where you want it to be right now, there's 3 Rs that you need as an entrepreneur to be successful. Number 1 is to be relentless. You have to just keep going. And this is where people say, I got lucky, certain people got lucky. I didn't get lucky. I just turned up every single day and was very consistent. And when you turn up every day, you'll turn up for the day you're lucky. If you don't turn up every day, the day you don't turn up might be the day you would have got lucky. Same thing with being resilient. There's going to be ups and downs in business. There's always going to be peaks and troughs. The higher the highs, the lower the lows. And you have to build character to handle that. And thirdly is resourcefulness. I put up a post the other day which got crushed, which is basically crackheads have no money, but they find a way to get crack. They're resourceful, right? But you're getting out-hustled by a crackhead. You need to be as resourceful as a crackhead with your business to make shit happen. And if you're in a position right now that your business is stuck, you don't know how to get to the next level, you have 2 options. Either you do it yourself, which if you're in this position, it's probably not working, or we do a done with you, done for you solution where we will help fix all of these problems, help implement these systems into your business, and help you get to the next level you want to get time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom. We've helped over 500 trainers scale their business. I've personally done the thing, taught the thing at the highest level. If you want personal hand holding through this process, hit the link below this video to book in a free coaching call to find out exactly how we can help you. We transparently don't really sell. We just see if you're a good fit. If you think you're a good fit, we will invite you to join. We only offer to that probably 40% of people because we only work with the people who have the 3 Rs, who are relentless, resilient, and resourceful. So if you would like help in terms of scaling your business with a done with you, done for you solution, then book in a call below this video and we look forward to speaking with you. If you took value from this video, smash the like button, subscribe, comment below your biggest takeaway, and we'll see you next video very soon.